Hello and welcome back. I am Mike.
And I'm Jared.
And today we have a new deck profile for you. And it's Jared's deck profile, not mine. It's his.
Yeah, it's my Odd Eyes Magicians.
And yeah, so I'm going to hand it over and he's going to take you through.
Okay, fair enough. Let's just crack on with it. So to start with, can't be without those three. Self-explanatory, that's what the whole deck is based around. Very good card. Next, we've got three Oath Dragon Magicians. Nice low-level pendulum, so it's easy to get out, and nice little effect of being able to grab things from the graveyard. So should you ever wind up with your pendulums being taken off the board, you can bring them back.
Let's bring back things.
Yeah, and it's a good little 2100 beater to have out. A couple of Dragon Pulse Magicians, again low pendulum, and nice little effect to be able to destroy trap cards on the... Oh no, monsters. That one's monsters. Trap cards comes later.
Get your effects right, come on.
No. You're new to all of this. You've thrown me in here. Couple of Wisdom Eye Magicians. That's the most you're allowed to run at the minute until the 12th of June, when I'll be adding another one in there. Again, brilliant little searcher, and it's great to just search, put it into your face-up extra deck, and then bring it straight back out again. So you can't lose with it, really. Great for pulling off a few combos. One's Yankee, which is a must-have for your OTKs. You need it to be able to XYZ summon either Rebellion or Raging Dragon. Did used to run a couple more of them, but I found you can search them fairly easily. A couple of Time Gazer Magicians. Another bog standard card. It's a good level 8. Means you can get a lot of your monsters straight out, and that is the one with the effect, I believe, that you can destroy traps with. Yes. You can't activate traps. That's the one. That's the one. Can't activate traps, so it's good protection along with Iris. One Dragon Caller Magician. Basically, it allows you to nominate something as a dragon type. It can either help you with your attacks with Odd Eyes or getting out a couple of your XYZs, and again it's a low level pendulum, so it's nice to get your scales going if needs be. One Noble Dragon Magician, purely used as a tuner. Need it to get some of the synchros out. Archfiend Eccentric, really cheap card that just gets rid of anything on the field that you want to get rid of, and again, being pendulum, straight into the face-up extra deck, back out again, reuse it as much as you want.
Always nice.
Mike's favourite card.
Oh, curse this thing.
Two Apex Avians. I've contemplated running it at 3, but 2 seems to work for me. Again, it's just a really nice negate, so as soon as an effect pops, goes back to the hand, negate it, ready for use next turn. Got a couple of new cards here that are new to my deck. Pendulum Moocher. Been trialling it and I quite like it at the minute. It's a 0 level pendulum, so I can get every single pendulum out, every single monster I want out, and bring stuff back from being banished or in the graveyard, which has helped me against Aiden, who likes to banish a lot of my cards. But yeah, no, generally I found it quite a useful card at the minute. Need these. Performable Odd Eyes Unicorn. Running them at 2. I found 3 I didn't need. 2 is pretty much spot on for me. Again, need it for your OTKs. Adds massive damage to some of your monsters. Another card that will be increasing after the ban list. Everyone knows Skullcrobat Joker. It's our main searching, so it's my deck's main searching tool, and we're going to be allowed 3 as of the 12th of June.
So we'll be picking up 2 pretty soon then.
Yes. Again, another card, not everybody runs this. This is my own personal preference, but a couple of Performables second donkeys. Don't know how to say that, second donkeys. When it's normal, special summoned, you can summon one Performable monster from your deck to the graveyard. If you've got 2 pendulums, it then comes to your hand. Again, with a few of the effects that we use, or that I use, it's good for OTKs, it's good for getting the performable monsters out there, and if I haven't got Skullcrobat to my hand, it means I can grab him and search for something else. And then final monsters would be the Odd Eyes Light Phoenix. Again, run it at 2. It's a decent little pendulum scale, but again, it's got a nice effect that you can tribute it and add 1,000 attack power to another performable monster. If you use it in conjunction with Unicorn, you do end up sort of with a fair amount of damage on the field quite easily.
So that's all your monsters.
That's
done
all the monsters. Go on to the spells now. 2 Odd Eyes Fusions. Can't run this deck without them. You need it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, nice and simple. Boom.
Now you do. 2 MSTs. Mainly used on your own side of the field. You need it to remove your pendulums and bring in other things as and when you need to pop off your combos. So again, need them. Right, these I will put out together. So you have 3 Sky Iris and 2 Terraforming. Now, I've contemplated running 3 Terraforming, but it's just too sticky and it comes up too often. That is the right sort of combo for it. You need Sky Iris to pull off most things, and it offers a layer of protection, and then you want the Terraforming to be able to search for it. This way round, majority of the time, you will have it out all the time. 1 Pendulum Call, just in case it does get sticky. You know, if I'm going to draw a spell to my hand and it's not going to be Terraforming or Sky Iris, I don't mind it being Pendulum Call. It means I can get a couple of Pendulum Magicians out. And then 1 Dark Hole, just in case. Never know. It's not going to affect my side of the field because everything comes back out again, but it's great for wiping the other side of the field if you're not quite ready to bring out your big guns. And then I only run 2 traps, so I'll pop them out together. Bottomless Trap Hole and Mirror Force. Again, I don't really find a need for traps. I'm normally, everything's pretty much protected, but on the odd occasion, Mirror Force has saved me. And Bottomless Trap Hole, might as well run it, to be fair. As for the extra deck, I'll start with my Synchros. So, Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon, Nirvana High Paladin, Crystal Clearwing Synchro Dragon, and Scarlight Red Dragon Arch Fiend. Again, all good cards to use in different scenarios. I quite like Nirvana High Paladin. Halves your opponent's life points when you destroy a card, and it's fairly easy to get out because every pendulum monster you summon can be used as a tuner. This is where it gets a bit weird. So my fusions, I'm making some changes to this. Beast Eyes is a good card. Vortex and Rune Eyes are quite standard. I have Supreme King Zark, just because I pulled it. And I quite like the card. I will be building a deck around Zark. That will be replaced this weekend with Starving Venom Fusion Dragon.
Which is on its way.
And then my XYZs, which I have quite a few of, so I'll put these 3 down first. These are generally used as sort of stalling, almost, I would say, or when I can't get Raging or Rebellion Dragon out. So Performage, Trapeze Magician is great for just absorbing damage, because if you don't take damage higher than its attack, you don't take damage, meaning you can pretty much outlast whatever's out there as long as you've got monsters on the field. This one here, number 11 Big Eye, that allows you to just take a monster essentially off the other side of the field, take control of it using 1 XYZ material, and it's fairly cheap to get out. 2 level 7 monsters, it's easy enough. And then number 101 saved me on a few occasions. Really easy card to get out. 2 level 4s. Just discard 2 XYZs and use one of your opponent's monsters as its XYZ materials. Again, if they've just pulled off a big summon, got something big out, not anymore, it's just an XYZ material to me. And then what this deck is really built around, the Odd Eyes Dragons. So, Odd Eyes Absolute Dragons, I run them at 2 just in case you pull one out and it gets smashed straight away. So you always have the option to go back. Generally speaking, these are crazy, so I won't go too much into the combos, but you can pull that out, negate its own attack, then discard an Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon that you've used as the material, bring it straight back onto the field, and then in your second main phase you can pull out either of these and use them. Well, Raging Dragon's my choice, generally speaking. Discard its XYZ and destroy everything that's on the field before the next turn. And yeah, I run both of these. They're slightly different. There's not a huge difference between them, but both different cards and both very, very useful. And that is my deck.
Well, there we go. What did you think? Do you hate it? Most people probably will. Because it's different. It's not.
I was going to say, there is one thing, yeah. I don't run these. I have these that I side deck, usually, if I need them. A lot of people run them. To be honest, I've not found a huge amount of use for them. I mean, it's useful to get Magister Paladin out in order to pull a couple of cards from the deck, and it does give you extra searchability. But you can't really use the XYZ unless you've already got this out, or you've got some Draco Slayers in your deck, which I don't. So I side deck them on the odd occasion that I need a bit more searchability. But that's it. I mean, I'm not going to go into my side deck too much because it changes all the time and it's still not exact.
There we are then, some reasons for why he's done certain things. If you can think of anything else he might want to try, put it down in the comments below.
Probably do. I've only been doing this for like a month. You dragged me into it.
There we are anyway. So yes, if you enjoyed this, please like this video. If you didn't, dislike it if you want. That's completely up to you.
Hate on me. Go on.
And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. We have started a 50 sub giveaway, but at this point we'll be doing a 100 sub giveaway.
Yeah. And remember, I'm Aiden, yeah? Hate on Aiden.
No. Anyway, so yes, thank you for joining us. So it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from Jared.
See ya.
Bye.